it's Ben Hardy here, and today we're going to be going over the 2019 Kia Sportage. As always, we're going to do a quick walk around on the vehicle, go over all the features, and then we will take it out and drive it to see how it drives. Under the hood here, we have Kia's 2.4 liter 4-cylinder. There is an optional V6 that you can get through an automatic 6-speed transmission. It's good for 181 horsepower and 175 pound-feet of torque. It's going to be 23 miles per gallon combined, 21 around town and 25 on the highway. Checking things up front, we can see these signature headlights on the Sportage. They are projector bulbs. You do get fog lights down below, and then you kind of get these little LED accent lights there with the nice front grille that's signature on Kia with kind of like the honeycomb type design on it. And then quickly stepping around side, we can see the nice rims that come along with this, and then you look at the side profile of it. As always, here is the key fob for it, so hold this down and that'll do the trunk release on it. And then you do have the lock and unlock functions with it as well, and then you can lift the tailgate hydraulically on top of that, but you can see a little spare tire back there. You do get a nice cargo cover in the back as well, floor mats on top of that. And then we do have Kia's signature lights that kind of wrap around on the Sportage. It's a very clean design overall. In the back here, we can see the nice leather padding with the contrast stitching. It continues onto the seats. They are full leather seats since this is the EX trim. You get a little charging station back there, more than enough space. Cup holders right there in the center. And you know, legroom wise, this is actually really good. I have the seat a little bit back from where I usually sit, so I'll probably put it a little bit forward when I actually take this out for a drive. And you do get vents back here, and you can see the full panoramic sunroof, which I'll open that once we get up to the front. Up to the front here, we have the lock function, and then the unlock function is just one touch like that. All of your controls for the mirrors, window controls, your seat controls, you have lumbar on the side. It's all power adjustable. You have your blind spot monitoring. These Kias, they always come with lots of safety tech. Step and height's really good since this is an SUV. We have all of our controls for this steering wheel right here, your cruise control on that side, and your controls for the Bluetooth voice commands, all that. It is a push button, so put your foot on the brake, push the push button, and it'll start right up. The gauges will do a little bit of a sweep. It'll do a system check. You have your tachometer on the one side, and then you have your speedo on the other side right there. Here we have the center screen. Again, just like on all the other Kias, it is a touchscreen. It's extremely responsive. I always compare everything to an iPad because that seems to be the industry standard for, you know, being quick and responsive on that. If you guys want to argue about it, you can. But you have your climate controls on the sides right there. All of your analog controls for the radio down here, analog climate controls. It is dual zone climate. You do get heated seats and a heated steering wheel. More charging stations and USBs down there. You have your shifter with the different shift modes. You can see you have an axle lock right there, hill descent control, and then your drive modes, which again, you press those, and it actually pops up on the Sportage here. So it'll pop up in this little screen, Eco, Sport, and then we'll keep it in normal mode for now. No review is complete without going over the backup camera. It's got the trajectory lines, so it makes it really easy to park this. The screen quality on it's pretty good, and so overall just making the SUV a lot easier to park. I really like these seats overall. I just kind of like the design on them. They're comfortable to sit in. They've got nice paneling everywhere. And, you know, for the price range that these vehicles are in, the interior quality on them is actually really nice overall. Things up front, like I said, I'd show that panoramic sunroof, just one touch, and the whole shade will go back. And then you can see the roof mechanism will open on top of that. Gives you tons of light into the cabin. Taking the Sportage out right here, and similar to all the other Kias, ride quality on it so far is really smooth. And you know, obviously this being an SUV, it's going to be a lot more practical, you know, space wise. It's going to have a lot more space in it, and then you are going to have that availability to take it off road on top of that. And like I said before, overall the interior on these Kias has come a long way, and interior quality on it's really nice. Everything feels really nice to touch, and it actually looks really nice as well. And so you do get a little bit more bang for your buck in terms of interior materials and interior quality when you do go for these newer Kias now, which is really, really nice. Obviously, we're going to be taking it over onto the interstate just to get a little bit of an acceleration, just kind of see how it drives overall on the highway, ride quality wise as well. And I did drive the V6 last year, so this will give me a chance to drive this 4-cylinder, kind of see the power difference between the two. And overall acceleration wise, it gets up and goes more than adequately. And if you are hungry for a little bit more power and you do need a little bit higher towing capabilities, go for the V6. The fuel economy difference between the two is not a huge amount, so you won't be losing out a ton by going for the V6 option. Now, in terms of ride quality on the highway, it's actually riding really smooth. And you know, SUVs obviously aren't going to ride as smooth as cars or sedans, but it's going over these bumps really smoothly. And so if you want kind of like a comfortable cruising vehicle, definitely a good option. The suspension on it's really soft. Sum things up now, you know, overall what this would kind of go is, obviously if you need the all-wheel drive system that this comes with, so it's better in the snow and off-road, and you need a little bit more ground clearance, and people just love SUVs in general, and this is kind of like your more mid-sized SUV. This is definitely a great option to go for. It gets good fuel economy numbers, and if you want more power, they do have a V6 option. Interior on it's really nice overall, and at the price point that these Kias are at, they just put them at a really aggressive price point, and so you can get a lot of bang for your buck with these in terms of safety tech and, you know, all the other things that I mentioned. So if you are in the market for an SUV, definitely go and check one of these out. And there we have it, everyone, the 2019 Kia Sportage. Thank you everyone so much for watching. If you are stopping in for the first time, please subscribe, comment down below what you thought, and I will see all of you in that next video.